Hello everyone, this is Karan. In the previous video we saw single dimensional array. In this video we will see multidimensional array. The basic difference between single dimensional and multidimensional arrays. Single dimensional has one array, multidimensional has two or many arrays. Now let's see definition. An array of array which contains same number of elements is called multidimensional array. Now we will see few examples what is valid, what is invalid in STS tool. We will see these three examples of multidimensional. Let me delete this, remove this. Int ARR subscript. This is valid. Int subscript ARR subscript. No same name for variables. Compiler does not allow us, so you need to take different variable. I'll take it here ARR1. Even this is valid. We have one more way which is recommended. Int subscript ARR2. Which is recommended. Now these are the three ways you can write, you can declare an array. But how will you create an instance of array? This is the way. Int subscript ARR3 equal to new int two 3. So whenever you use new keyword, you create an instance. This is an array instance. Alright guys, so you have given dimensions over here 2 and 3. These many elements you can insert in array 1 and array 2. That's it guys, and we will now initialize array. Now, how will you initialize? In like how we have done in single dimensional, the same way we will do it here in multidimensional. Int ARR4 equal to new int. We have created instance guys. Now we need to initialize it. I will give elements 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So I have given 6 elements in the array ARR4. Now there is one more way to initialize array. This is valid, no doubt. You can use this way in array initialization, but we will practice this one. Int subscript ARR5 equal to I will give elements 1, 2, 3, and then another array I will give 4, 5, 6. Even this is valid. So both the ways are valid. You can use either, you can go by this way or this way. No problem. Now we will see, let me cover these 2 points first. For example, the array int subscript ARR equal to new int 10, 20. If we create an instance of array this way, you can store total of 10 into 20 that is 200 elements in all in this ARR array. Now we similarly array in 3 times subscript, that is first subscript, second subscript and third subscript. That is, it is an array of array, and variable name ARR equal to new int. Now we have given dimensions, that is 5, 10 and 20 for the first, second and third array respectively. Can, can, can store a total of 5 into 10 into 20 equal to 1000 elements. So this is the use of creating an array instance. Now we have seen initialization of array. Now how will you traverse those array elements of arrays? We can use our old traditional way using for loop, which we were using in C, C++, C Sharp and so. We will simple use for loop. For this we will need two for loops, one nested for loop in a for loop. If you don't have any idea of for loop, don't worry, in the upcoming videos I will cover for, while, all the loops, if else and so. Now in for loop you need to initialize row equal to 0, column equal to 0. Now you need to give condition row less than ARR4. We will traverse elements of ARR4 array. So we need the length of ARR4 plus row. Guys, we haven't given data type, hence it is showing us error, but now it won't show. Column, the column is less than ARR4. We'll pass row dot length, and we will need to increment column plus col system.out.println method. And we need to pass ARR4 array inside system.out.print method. Now we will print it horizontally, hence I will give this space and remove ln, so that it will print in one single line and it won't confuse you. Let me run this program by using Ctrl plus F11. Now can you see that 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 elements have been printed. Now you can see I have given the same elements here in int ARR4. So this is how you print elements on the console using for loop. I will comment here accessing elements using for loop. Now we will see another method, accessing elements using for each loop. What is the difference between for each and for loop? Let's see it on the screen. We need a nested for loop, for each loop, no doubt. Now you need to create a variable int ARR reference of ARR4, and whichever array you want to traverse, we need to give it after colon I want to traverse array ARR5 in which elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in the nested for loop, I need to traverse reference int. I need to give element a variable element after colon. I need to traverse this variable arr ref in system.out.println method. Just need to pass element, and that's it. What I will do is I will give here println, remove this space and give it over here, and remove this println. So what will happen is this for loop will print it vertically, and this for each loop will print it horizontally. Now let me run this program. Control plus F11. Guys, can you see that for loop has printed on the console 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 elements of ARR4, and for each loop have printed elements in ARR5. So multidimensional array, this is how it works. This is how we can traverse multidimensional array elements in multidimensional arrays. So that's it guys, thank you very much. I guess you have understood. And guys, let me suggest one thing. You need to go through the errors. Unless and until you don't read errors, you won't understand what is happening behind, how it works, how actually it works, what is the problem, what is the solution for this. So unless you don't dive in these problems and you don't try to learn this, you won't gain mastery. And I guarantee you, if you go through this way, you just go trial and error and do R&D, what are errors, how do we solve these errors, I guarantee you will be a master one day. So thank you very much. Signing off for the day. Thank you.